Hello everyone, today in this video we'll fight against the enormous character of our world around us, and today we will come back to the issue of the Middle East. I mean the issue of the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. But as I told you, I do not want to take any side. I commented as a observer from the different space of geopolitics, because from the countries where I'm acting, for the countries where I'm acting and the country I come from, it's completely not our geopolitical space. So I can be as objective as possible, distant observer. And people are very often saying, poor Palestinians and so on, blah 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 blah. When I'm commenting about this conflict, I'm always emphasizing that this is asymmetric conflict, because one of the opponents, in this case Israeli side, is much better organized, much better equipped and technologically advanced. So that is why very often they massacre opposite side. But on the other hand, they have also some weaknesses, as almost all technologically advanced societies have. Weaker demography, more pacifistic society, which is not so much ready to sacrifice their life for the country as the opposite side, and so on and so on. Israeli side is not so happy to have many martyrs, not like Palestinians. So we see it's not so easy. And there is also another issue people do not want to talk about, that Palestinians are a sort of phenomenon, because fourth or fifth even generations now from 1948 are the refugees. And we know that the children of refugees are not refugees anymore, but this is exceptional thing, because governments of Jordan, Lebanon and Syria didn't want to give them citizenship. Of course, Arabic people say they do not like this argument, but I always ask them, why didn't you give to the children or grandchildren of Palestinians their citizenship? They are your country fellows, almost also Muslims and Arabs in majority. But they are telling me, we do not want to have a competition on the labor market if we give them citizenships. This is a sort of hypocrisy and really huge interventionism and protection of the labor market. But if they come to Europe, they want to have all social welfare and access to the job if they want to work. So let's see objectively that this conflict is not so simple, and there are no good sides and bad sides. It's a very, very complicated situation, and both sides are fighting for their own survival. That is why, if it's not your geopolitical space, you shouldn't take any side of such complicated conflict, because it's easy to get manipulated within and being used by this side or the other side for their political purposes. And later, if you are no longer needed, you will be dumped. That is why one needs to be smart and know his or her geopolitical space and act there accordingly with your own national interest. That's it. And the rest, we shouldn't be interested. Of course, if we want to help someone, if we want to participate in some charities and so on, we have full right to do it, and why not? But we shouldn't take a side in such sophisticated conflicts that are long lasting. And we see that there is no good side, because governments of surrounding Arabic countries also do not behave fair towards Palestinians, treating them as second or third class pseudo citizens. The next generations are not given citizenship because they are defending their own labor market, but if they go to Europe, they want to have everything. So I hope that now I just showed you some more and spread some more light on this very complicated situation in this region of the world. All the best, have a nice day, bye.